Washington and Beijing, meanwhile, are working towards a meeting between President Biden and President Xi next month at the APEC summit in San Francisco. And today, Xi is attending a two-day conference on financial reforms in that country in an effort to gain more control over the sector in China. And Eunice Yoon joins us now from Beijing. Good morning. Good day, Eunice.
Thanks so much, Joe. Well, as you said, President Xi and economic planners are meeting today, and they got a very big reminder of some of the problems in the property sector when the real estate giant Evergrande saw its share price hit an all-time low. This is after a judge at a Hong Kong court, which has been overseeing a liquidation hearing, postponed the hearing to December 4th. Now, that, of course, gives the company a reprieve, but investors were really focused on what the judge said. The judge called the move the last adjournment and said that the court is, quote, very likely to order a winding up if no new restructuring is presented by this December date. Now, Evergrande's problems, as well as the larger issues in the property sector, are very likely a topic of discussion at this ongoing two-day, twice-in-a-decade work conference that tends to focus on financial reforms. A lot of people are hoping to get some clarity on what the government plans to do with financial risk, the property sector, the economy as a whole, as well as how the new revised, centralized and unified leadership and regulation is all going to work out. Now, this is the backdrop that we have to the Chinese foreign minister's visit over the past several days to D.C. He met with President Biden, also Secretary of State Antony Blinken, and various members of the U.S. business community on that trip. And this is all part of the ongoing discussions for President Xi and President Biden meet and greet at APEC in November, as well as China's efforts to court more American companies to invest in this economy. Guys?
Well, we're all torn between pulling for China and kind of loathing China. We need the country to do well globally. It counts for such a big part of global growth, but there's quite a bit of fear and trepidation about 5-10 years from now. So like so many things.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and you're not the only one. That's the same conversation that we're seeing on the Chinese side, because on the one hand, we had the foreign minister go there, meeting with Biden. Everybody's talking. I mean, the Chinese press has been talking about the possibility of the Xi-Biden meeting. But then there's mixed messages, too, where they're saying there needs to be 5 musts that are met, one of them being a revision of the tariffs. That the U.S. needs to not support what the Chinese describe as Taiwan independence. So it's just, you could see that there's a lot of mixed messaging. And one of the reasons why the foreign minister had also said that this path, he said, to San Francisco is not on autopilot.